Previously on James and Sunda.
I'm starting to think Beyonce might be dead to you.
No, she's boring to me.
She's boring to you.
And that's what happened, dude. She's boring.
Okay, that's what happened.
Yeah, it's just like now, you know, she wants us to find out about her life. Like, who cares? Do you care? I don't care, Beyonce. Love you, mean it. All single ladies, I love it, but nobody cares.
I have come to help you all rise up and come with me to the kingdom.
We're starting the show without James, okay, for the first time, because he deserves it. He leaves me hanging here. James, where have you been?
The lights aren't even on.
The lights aren't even on, but I was home.
Good evening.
I
Welcome
was the first
to the
one
show.
here. I was the first one here. I was on time. I just want to say that I was on time. And
I ran to get here.
Right, you ran where, James?
I ran from over there to over here.
And then?
And I'm here.
And he's here. I'm so
I'm
glad
here.
you're here. You look so good.
Me
Look
too.
at
I
you.
like these purple things.
Yeah, it's blue lapis.
It's what?
It's lapis.
It's
Look.
burlesque?
You know what? Now he's turning into a Jewish man. He can't hear anything. My husband can't hear anything. I asked him if he put on macaroni for the kids, and he said, what? I just gave you money, so that means he can't hear anything. But anyway, I'm so excited to be here tonight because we have a fantastic show.
We do.
Because James is here.
Yes, thank you very much. Welcome to the James and Sunda Show, starring Sunda.
At least he knows who's the star.
I think we all know that.
I
you're
know
the
that.
star,
I know
yes.
that.
It's
I
not
know
even a
it.
question.
It's not even a question. Beyonce
even-
is the star. Okay. But we're killing
what?
it.
Beyonce is your Jimmy Carter. You know how Zaffron feels about Jimmy Carter? That's how you feel about Beyonce.
No. Jimmy Carter speaks English.
And what is Beyonce speaking?
Well, I don't know. I can't figure it out yet, but she doesn't sound like the way she talks. That's what I'm
I
saying.
can't believe we're talking about Beyonce again. This is amazing.
It's amazing. It's amazing.
I have no one that triggers me like this, that gets me this charged.
We've got friends. Let's talk about friends
Well,
in
that's
good
true.
places,
That's
okay?
true.
Let's
I've got
talk about
friends
friends.
that-
He's got friends that'll steal the hair off your chin, okay?
Yeah,
For a joke.
yeah,
for a joke.
I do have friends that will steal the hair off your chin for a joke.
I mean, and steal your jokes.
Takers. They just take.
Just
we have
take.
people in our lives that just take
They
from
want to
us.
take your nannies. They
Your-
want to take
They want to
your
take your
help.
children's names.
They want to take your children's names.
the names of the children.
How do you take?
How do you take a
You
child's
can't find any other
name?
name. You can't find any other name, but you got to use one of my kids' names because you couldn't think of one on your own, right?
Why would you take a child's name?
Because there's larceny in their hearts, but that's okay because those people always end up with bad luck.
It's one of the only things that a child has is their name. And you
Right.
take the name from-
I know how that feels because someone told me they used my name in a screenplay, but they're going to give me credit for it. Right, okay. So that's not going to happen, but these are the people that you associate yourself with, and so...
Us, I associate with. These are the people you associate with. You're the one who keeps bringing them back into our lives and bringing them back.
I try to give people a
and bringing
chance,
them
that's
back.
all. I
How
try to-
many chances did you want to give people?
I try to give people a chance, and you know something, it just, at least they prove themselves when we're on this level as opposed to when we're like way up there, because
Way up
now
there.
they'll never have a chance.
Now they'll never have a chance.
There's a part of our show
I
that,
feel like the people watching at home may be a little confused as to what the hell we're talking about.
but that wouldn't be different from any other day.
So it's just a typical show.
It's a typical show. It's
another
a typical show. We're talking about takers in our lives, and we have people like that. We have takers, we have haters. We may make fun of Beyonce, but we're not hating on her. We do not take from her. We can't take from her. But we have nothing. We have nothing compared to Beyonce, yet people want to take from us. They have an idea. They want to ask James for the joke. And then when he says, okay, for X amount of dollars, you can have it, they say, no, thank you, but
He
we
said,
both
no,
know.
I'll buy you dinner.
Right, buy you dinner for your joke.
Here's the thing, though. You say that we're not haters, and I agree, we're not haters.
We're not.
We love everybody.
Right.
Even
I try
right now,
to.
the people we're talking about, we love them. We do. We love them.
I'm indifferent.
She's indifferent.
I don't hate them. I don't wish them ill will. I just
No.
I just hope when they pee it burns. That was a joke for the children. Don't repeat that. I forgot. Kids are watching this show.
But you wish
and if it
that
does
for
burn,
most
you
people.
tell your mom.
You
What?
wish that for most people.
What? No,
Yeah,
you have
yeah.
to tell your mom if that
Tell your
happens.
mom
You have to
if
tell.
you-
If
if you
it
lost,
burns,
yeah.
you gotta tell
If
somebody.
you go to the bathroom and it burns,
Right.
call somebody.
Really, your childhood forms so much about, like the show you're watching now. If you're a child and you're watching it and you're like, I know her kids. I want to tell you something that these are all jokes. But if you do pee and it burns, tell your mom. But I just want to say that, you know, your childhood forms you and they're formative years. And so when you feel bad about yourself, don't listen. When you find a bully, teachers are bullies. Yes, they can be bullies. Don't listen. You're not bad. If you make people laugh, it doesn't mean it's a sign of the devil. You're a good person. I just want to put a message out there for kids.
Oh my
'cause I
God!
like your
This
kids.
is like this has become an
It's a
after.
litany.
This has become an after-school
That's
special.
right,
It
that's
really
right,
has. This
that's
has
right.
become very pro-social. This has become very
You
positive.
obviously did not go to a Catholic school where they made you think you were
No,
going to
but
hell.
your little speech just now. It
Yeah,
was very
because
inspirational.
children need to know
know?
that there's nothing wrong with you. If you want to run, jump, play hopscotch, it doesn't mean you're crazy.
How did we go from burning when you pee to saving the children?
Because when the nuns put the friggin' holy
'cause
water
we're
on
talking
me,
about
I
how
would
they
act
treat-
I would act like it
That's
burnt
the
me.
thing. They don't treat the children well, is what
No,
you're
I wouldn't say
saying.
it's burning, it's
We can
burning.
treat the
'Cause I was
children
mean.
better.
I was mean. I would throw chalk dust. And you know what, sister? When you were wondering how you got chalk dust on your habit, it was me.
What's the story?
It was me.
What's the It's okay.
Crazy.
It's okay. It's okay. It's the.
No, and let me
What's
tell you
the
something.
cup of coffee story?
Let me just give you a
Yeah,
word of
me.
advice. If you're
She's violent.
if
I
you're,
always
if you're
say
a
this.
principal, and if you're the principal that you think you are, and I'm talking about
Look at
you,
this
pay
camera right
attention,
over
pay
there, okay?
attention. All right.
There you go.
That's nice of you to show me
Yeah.
my
There
camera.
you go. Okay, yeah.
If you're a principal and you got a kid like me in the office,
Like her.
and you put down your coffee cup and say, listen, you sit here, Miss Croonquist, and maybe when I come back, you'll know what you've done wrong. Let me just say this. Never leave that coffee cup. You have no
Don't
idea.
drink the coffee.
Don't drink the coffee. You don't have any idea how bad I could be. Just
have
when you
no
thought I was
idea.
bad, I could get better.
And because of what could happen to that coffee, whenever you do serve me coffee or tea, I always look at her and I go, what's in this? What is in this?
But I loved otherwise I loved the nuns that were nice to me. Sister
She
Jane
loves
Marie,
them.
you were
She
wonderful. She had a twin sister.
If
a nun had a
Beyonce
twin
was a nun,
Beyonce would never make it through Catholic school. You got to read and write. But here's what I'm saying. Figure this out, all right? Did I say that? It was a joke.
wow.
No, but you have to say the words. That's what I meant. You have to say the words like, I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America. That's how we were taught to say America.
America.
Why was it that?
that
United
true?
States of America. And to the republic for which it stands, one
Is
nation.
that why you say
under God.
banana?
Banana, yeah.
Did they tell you to say banana?
No, I was corrected by Mrs. Walsh. The word wasn't roof, it was roof. It wasn't eggs, it was eggs. And that's why I speak properly. And I have great
Okay.
pronunciation
Well,
and enunciation. And we're going to wrap this up right now.
Sunda
because you know
has
what?
clearly been holding on to all this rage about her formative years.
Yes, formative years are
And here
important.
is her outlet for it.
And listen,
she has
children, if
just
you have a
back to the
story to
children,
tell and you
yes.
want me to listen, because I'll listen.
'Cause-
I'm not going to give you ADHD
No,
medication.
she's not.
No, I'll give you a whack in the head if you're not
You
focused, all
smack
right?
right in the
Get
head.
it together,
That's
all right?
right.
You got a problem, you call me. 323-761-0290.
Now we're hitting children.
Yeah, because kids are watching the show. Kids, I know you're watching the show because you tell me all the time, and I love you. And listen to your
She
mother.
loves you.
Listen to your father, and ask your mother to ask your father for money. Don't ask your father directly. You got to do it a different
Yes.
way like that.
And on that
Just-
note-
On that note.
and on that
I'll
note-
give you more lessons later. Let's get this show started. What do you say?
Let's get this show started, ladies and gentlemen. We'll take a break. Okay, you'll decompose on a Jewish network. That's what you do.
It's the wrong hand.
Well, someone's got to do it because the Pope
The
quit.
Pope can't
the
do
Pope
it.
quit, and the nuns are all beating the kids.
The
and they're in
Pope?
nursing
How
homes.
can the Pope
How
quit?
can the Pope quit?
But guess who's taking over?
Jesus Christ.
Guess who's taking over?
Who's taking over?
Beyonce. All right, let's
Beyonce.
go.
All right, Pope Beyonce the First is our next guest. We'll be right back.
Got a text message for James or Sunda? Send it to us at 323-761-0290, and they just might reply.
All right, don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, that this season of the James and Sunda Show is sponsored by Everybody's Business. Remember, there's no business like everybody's business. This game is catching on very quickly. If you want to tell us somebody's business, call the number 323-761-0290.
And tell me James's business. If you know anything about James, please
Well,
call it in.
Sunda usually tells people my business. But joining us now, our guest, returning to the show from the band, Honor by August, we have Michael Pearsall. Michael,
Yes.
welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me back.
We're
Thank
so
you.
glad to have you back. We had so much fun the last time, and we were singing along with you, and this time they asked us to leave the room.
Well, you know, maybe that's
A
telling
good
you
thing.
something.
Maybe it is.
Is there someone's business you'd like to tell us?
Well, I mean, I'm not really one to talk about other people's business, but, you know, for the sponsors, I guess.
Of course,
you know,
please.
Yeah, I mean, we had a falling out, we'll say, with our former manager. Am I supposed to say his name?
You
No.
I don't have to, right?
No.
I can just say it's not important. No, he really was not the right guy for the job, we'll say. He was sort of an older gentleman, out of touch a little bit with the industry, music industry. It's not exactly his forte, we'll say. But
Let's get right to the meat. What pissed you off?
He's a bit of a greaseball, kind of a liar. Oversold the band, kind of hurt our reputation a little bit, and he was more focused on making money for himself than advancing the band's career. Which
Give us
is never good.
one example when you found out. Because you have
All right.
something in your eyes right now that you want to say it.
You're
but
holding
you're
back.
holding
You're
back.
holding back.
You got to let go.
No,
Let
well,
it go.
all right. So the band had one goal in mind last spring, which was to get onto a tour opening for another act, one act in particular that we had developed a good relationship with over the years. And we were willing to buy onto this tour, which a lot of bands do nowadays, to open for them. And we told them how much money we had, and like, this is what we're willing to spend. And he went to them without any sort of leverage and lowballed them and told them, you know, and that this is all we had, and, you know, to let us know. And when we found that out, I said to him, I said, why would you do that? We told you this is what we have to spend. This is the most important thing for the band right now. This is what we want you to do. Right. And he just didn't do it, thought that he would be able to negotiate a better deal. His negotiation skills are not very good. And needless to say, they never called us back. So.
Wow, and there's no way to get that relationship back.
Not at the moment. We'll
Well,
see.
you know something? This show is going to do it. And let me tell you, if this manager has done the same thing to you like he's done to Honor by August, call 323-761-0290.
We will
I've
bring
worked with
this
that
man
animal.
down. Is he dead to you?
Is he dead to you?
He's dead to me.
He's
Wow.
dead. All right.
It's a hybrid.
Not
of
only it's a
somebody's
hybrid,
business.
it's somebody's business and somebody's dead to you, and that's great.
Tremendous.
That's good to know. You've got to let it out. When those things happen, you have to let it out. I hate when that happens.
Yeah.
She's only going to work for $5,000 when I would have easily taken $2,500 and said thank you very much.
And I would have done it for 50, but they called Sunda first. You know?
Well, you know why.
I'm a club comic.
We are looking forward to seeing you perform again. If we can all get together again and do that little fun thing that we do back in New Jersey.
Oh, yeah.
You
It'd be
had
great
a
time.
lot of fans.
Well, I saw you play in New Jersey, but I also saw you at the Viper Room here in Los Angeles. And man, is that place loud.
Yeah, it's a very loud room.
It's
You're
loud.
trying to like put the Viper Room over New Jersey right now.
Yes. the
We
Vi-
are Jersey
well,
people.
I mean, what's the hotter gig? No disrespect to all you Jersey people. but
Okay,
come on,
the
Viper
Housewives
Room
of
is-
New Jersey is where? In New Jersey. Yes, the Viper Room.
Really?
Yes.
No, it's not.
Yes. Yes.
Believe it or not, they shoot the Housewives of New Jersey on Long Island.
Oh, please, please. You
No.
know why they call it Plainview?
Why?
Because
'Cause
the
it is-
jewelry's in Plainview.
Hello there.
And I wanted to ask you about the song that we're getting ready to sing.
Okay.
That you're getting ready to sing. Where's that inspiration come from?
It's a song that we co-wrote with a friend of ours, a guy by the name of Garen Geikian. He's an Armenian guy.
Say that again.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I couldn't
Garen Geikian. He's a good
I
friend.
got one of those too.
I met him.
I got a
I met him.
Geekian also.
Didn't I?
Yes, he was at that show that we
Right.
did. We wrote it together. It's a song called Last Chance, and it's going to be the first single off of our new record, which will be out in late April. And so we're really excited about it. We're doing a radio campaign for it. The first time the band has done a radio campaign to push a single. So we're very excited about it, but it's a great song. I hope you guys like it.
Oh, we can't wait to see it.
We will like it.
We will like it. We have no choice. It's Jersey blood. You love it. We're going to start pumping
You're
before it
from
comes
New Jersey?
on.
Yeah, born and raised.
Born and
Yeah.
raised in New Jersey.
Yeah.
But the band is based where?
Band is based out of D.C.
Out of DC,
Yeah,
right.
because I lived in Jersey till I was 18. I went to college in D.C. At Georgetown and started the band while I was there. And actually just moved back to Jersey like 4 months ago.
How big is the hair?
Congratulations.
How's the weather?
It's great. In Paterson. Back in Paterson.
You're
Back in Paterson. All
Oh,
right, P-Town.
But you're on the road. You're all over.
Yeah, I travel a lot. I mean, I moved there 4 months ago, but I probably only spent 2 weeks there.
Up and down 12th Avenue. I'm kidding.
Yeah.
That's an inside joke for the Patterson Police
Very
Department.
inside. I don't. You're laughing and you're laughing. Tell us, Sunda.
Tell us.
Tell the
I
folks
gotta tell
watching at
you,
home.
I have to just tell you this. I did a benefit for his Chabad Drug Rehabilitation Center. And when I said I was
It's just
from
called
Paterson,
the Chabad Rehabilitation Center.
well, it could be physical rehab, it could be drug rehab. It's drug and alcohol rehab, substance abuse. Am I wrong? I'm not wrong. And when I said that I was from Paterson, New Jersey, I never got a round of applause like this before. I mean, they were screaming, Rosa Parks Boulevard, 12th Ave, Strait Street, River Street. And we found out that they go undercover. Not undercover, but the cops pull them over when they're copping. They put a yarmulke on their heads and say they're lost.
Brilliant. That's brilliant.
I know, but like, I
That's
couldn't do that.
why I carry a yarmulke in my glove compartment.
James, you ducked when a gunshot went off in Harlem.
Right, because most people would stick their head out the window and be like, "Hey, where's the gunshot?" Of course I
No,
ducked.
just keep driving. You can't drive and drive under the
Michael,
dashboard.
what do you do when you hear a gunshot?
I usually put my gun away.
You put it
There you
away.
go.
It's his own gun. Okay.
Wow, you see
That's
that?
good,
And I
yeah.
thought he was happy to see me, but I guess I'm just not
It's a
that
gun in
cougar.
his pocket.
But you know, it's wonderful to have talent that comes from Paterson because I just saw something so interesting about New Jersey and about how many musicians do come from New Jersey that are not recognized. Like you don't even know, like David Cassidy.
No, the
Never heard of
musicians are
him.
recognized, but the fact
Okay,
that they're from
good
New
example.
Jersey
You
aren't
never
recognized.
did you know that back in? Did anybody know he was from New Jersey? The Jonas Brothers are from New Jersey.
I did know.
You didn't know?
I did know.
You
the
did
Jonas
know. Who
Brothers.
else? Who
Of course
else?
he knew the Jonas. Everyone
Yeah,
knows the Jonas
yeah,
Brothers.
we're good friends.
Come on.
Are you good
Whitney
friends?
Houston is
Whitney
from New
Houston.
Jersey, yeah.
Queen Latifah.
Queen Latifah.
Sunda Croonquist.
Sunda, Bon Jovi.
Bon
Jovi,
Jovi.
Bruce
And they
Springsteen.
opened for
Springsteen,
Bon
Frank
Jovi, by the way.
Sinatra.
Am I wrong? Tell us about that experience. I know I've asked you before, but I love Bon Jovi.
Yes.
Right to the heart. I just love it. I just love it. How was it when you were working with them?
It was amazing. It was a great opportunity. We opened for them. It was the first time we'd ever played in an arena. I mean, 20,000 people. And you're looking up, and there are people 50 feet above you all the way around. It was amazing. The band was great. They were super nice guys, and it was an experience I'll certainly never forget. And hopefully one day I'll be able to get back there headlining or open for them again anytime.
Anytime, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'll introduce you.
Oh, good.
I'll come out there with a cane. I'll say, yeah, I used to know little Michael. But, I mean, I would love to see some clips of that if they would ever allow us to show that on the show.
We've got some of those.
Yeah?
I'll have to send them
I'm a
in to you.
huge fan of Bon Jovi.
Yeah?
I like Springsteen because I have to, but you know, Bon Jovi
law in
rocks.
Jersey,
It's the
yeah.
law.
Yeah, it is the law.
It's the law. You can't help it. But when I put that on, for some reason, all the people from New Jersey were just like, I'm so far removed from New Jersey. Whenever it comes on in L.A.,
Oh, yeah, you start pumping your fists, right?
what's that about?
What is it about?
Enthusiasm.
It is. Thank you.
Enthusiasm. All right, we gotta
Well, you know
go.
what?
We gotta
Whatever.
take a break. But when we come back, Michael is gonna do a song for us. Last chance.
I can't wait to see it.
Last chance to see Last Chance when we come back. We'll be right back.
Follow us on Twitter @James and Sunda.
Ladies and gentlemen, from Honor by August, Michael Pearsall.
What difference would it make if I was someone else? Is it easier to breathe when I am not myself? What's the use in even trying What's the use in speaking? Last chance, turn around. I'm looking for answers I never found. Somebody help me out. Running in circles, I'm afraid I'm burning out. When did everything go wrong? When did I lose my way? If I took the other road, I never made a big mistake. Would it matter in the end? Does it all come back again? Am I destined for my fate? Or is it just too late? Last chance, turn around. I'm looking for answers I never found. Somebody help me out. Running in circles, I'm afraid I'm burning out. Last chance, turn around. I'm looking for answers I never found. Somebody help me out. Running in circles, I'm afraid I'm burning out. Somebody help me out. Last chance, turn around. I'm looking for answers I never found. Somebody help me out. Running in circles, I'm afraid I'm burning out. Last chance, turn around. I'm looking for answers I never found. Somebody help me out. Running in circles, I'm afraid I'm burning out.
Welcome back, and back on the show we have our good friend, world-class doctor, Dr. Raffi. Welcome
Thank
back
you.
to the show.
Yes.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, thank you for coming.
James is very happy that you're here.
Where to begin?
Where to begin? Where not to begin? This is our new segment called The Patients. We're the patients, and forget about the doctors.
Our whole crew are patients.
The whole crew is patients.
Okay.
Now, this is a situation we have with James, and he's become a germophobic person over the years, but now it's gotten worse. Whereas if someone sneezes in the room, before he leaves the room, he thinks he could be sick. He thinks he could be ill. How quickly can something travel?
It depends on the pathogen or what organism you're looking at. It could be a matter of days or even weeks.
Weeks.
Oh.
So like if someone coughed, yes, on Wednesday, right? I might not be safe, and let's say Monday comes. So they coughed on me on Wednesday, and now it's Friday or Saturday, and I'm thinking, okay, I got to Saturday, I'm okay, right? I'm not okay. I might not be okay till the following Wednesday, or maybe 2 Wednesdays in the future, depending on what it is.
That's true, but that's also a severe circumstance, and a common organism is such as tuberculosis, but you don't see that much now.
But
But-
there's an epidemic in LA.
His
isn't
mother
there?
just called
My mother
today.
called me and said like 4,000 cases in Los Angeles.
I'm not surprised.
Why?
You have a lot of people traveling from foreign countries here who've not been monitored. You have a lot of people who are immunocompromised. You have people coming from countries where there's epidemics or pandemics, where there's
travel.
large cases, and they're not treated, so they're carriers and they're exposing.
Oh my God.
You shouldn't assume everybody who's coughing or sneezing is spreading germs or viruses or bacteria.
Here's the big question for me, though. Does the hand washing and the antibacterial stuff really make a difference?
Yes, it does. From the physician's perspective, the hand washing makes a big difference going from patient to patient. And hand sanitizers have had good news and bad news. I think, from what I last read, the hand sanitizers for physicians that are alcohol-based have been shown not to spread diseases.
Okay.
And I read that you could even catch something from a stethoscope if the doctor doesn't wash the stethoscope.
Sure, if somebody's listening to somebody with their stethoscope tip and it touches their skin or an area of infection and they don't wash it, they can spread that, but that seems to be an extreme case.
As he looked at me and said, extreme.
We're going to
Meanwhile,
get to your issue in a minute. I have another important question that what I've learned since I've known you, Dr. Rapp, because I always thought like skin issues were for dermatologists, but I'm learning more and more that it's actually more often than not an allergy issue.
Well, I think there's a lot of overlap,
Yeah.
especially with dermatology, allergy, and even rheumatology. But if there's an allergic or immunologic basis for the skin condition, then you can see the allergist and many times get it taken care of.
All right, see?
ask him if he gives Botox.
You give Botox?
No, I don't give
Now.
Botox.
I've been to the emergency room several times with Sunda over the last couple of weeks. It's been a rough couple of months for you, Sunda.
It's a comedy show. Lighten up.
Ladies and gentlemen, here we're going to answer the big question. What's wrong with Sunda?
What do you think it is?
The overall answer, well, first we can say what we know it isn't.
Right. What it isn't. It isn't.
So
That's good.
without violating privacy and HIPAA laws,
Right, it's a doctor.
We give him your blessing.
I don't know the overall answer, and I think that's fair to say because I don't have all the information. But regarding scans and imaging tests, objective data, it looks pretty good.
Looks good.
And it's better to look good, right? Than
It's better to look good than
Right.
feel
So
good.
I think you have a combination of multiple variables, such as probably overworking yourself, exhaustion, not eating, and chronic issues to deal with, such as your ankle where you injured it and it's prevented you from functioning on a normal basis.
Where's your
Yeah.
websites? Where can we find
So our website is www.ilovemyallergist.com,
Oh, I love my
And-
allergists.
and our address is 11500 West Olympic Boulevard in West LA on Olympic Boulevard, and Colby is across the street.
Now you also have an office.
We also have an office in Tarzana across from the medical center. It's on Clark Street, and that's also a standalone office, and we're open every day but Wednesday.
Every day but Wednesday.
There.
And also his wife is drop dead gorgeous and she gave me some fantastic candy that broke my crown. So if you ever want to break a tooth and
Talk to
then
his
have Ray
wife.
Bruni pay for the bill, talk to his wife. But no, she's beautiful. She's beautiful, your wife. I want to have her on the show one day.
Thank you.
There you go, America's greatest doctor, ladies and
Yes.
gentlemen, Dr.
Dr.
Rapp.
Thank you.
Rapping.
We'll be right back.
Is someone dead to you? If so, call us at 323-761-0290 and tell us about it.
Uepa, él no me dijo nada. Estoy aquí con el médico ahora. Ok, está bien. Mira, me voy. Ok, ciao. Listen, I want to say, first of all, thank you so much for seeing me today. God bless
Sure.
you. God bless you.
Welcome.
It's so nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you,
You know
too.
something? I met you, actually, Miss Roxanne. Oh, God, that was painful. I already went to the doctor. I'm in pain. It's so crazy, right?
Yes.
But I was at the nail salon, and so Miss Roxanne, I don't know if you know her, but I think you must see her as a patient.
I'm not able to confirm or deny who my patients are.
Okay. I don't want to have a problem or anything with you. If I want to go back out, come back in, we could do this again. I'm just saying that Miss Roxanne sent me here.
Okay.
She said she was a patient. I'm not trying to get into her business. That's not my business. What I don't understand is, like, when I mentioned Miss Roxanne to James, he started getting, like, really weirded out on me and stuff. Like I was trying to be in his business. I wasn't into his business. First of all, I don't have an anger management problem. That's the
Okay.
first thing.
Is that what someone said?
Well, that's why the school was saying I have to go to a program.
And I was waiting to see the rage in the room. I was waiting for an explosion because I had an idea to take advantage of it, but she seemed to be maintaining and controlling the anger and the rage, so it never presented in the way I was hoping. I wanted to feel the anger and see the anger, but it just wasn't there.
Because I have an anger management program, because since I moved here from back east, it's been very difficult for me to be here in LA. I mean, like, I'm not fitting in, and then I had to take a job. Look what I have to wear. They don't want me to wear my t-shirt. I have to always wear like a uniform where I work, and so it's a whole different program for me right now.
I see. So you're mandated to be here? The police or the court say you
The
have
institution people, they trying to make me come in
I
here for
see.
anger management, saying that I got a problem because I kicked in the principal's door because I had a few words to say to her, and I don't have a problem, you know what I'm saying? Because I got myself together, and I'm the only one that was raising my children, my boys by myself, and they trying to put ADD, ADHD medication down their throats, and they didn't need any. Then I had to take a job, close my place in New York, and come here and be doing this stuff, so.
Okay, so you have a lot going on.
Yeah, I got a lot going on.
So you're overwhelmed.
I would say I'm overwhelmed. I'm watching the children.
Should you
and
be-
and let me just tell you, this bitch is crazy where I'm working. I don't have an anger management problem, okay? She is out of her mind. And you know what happens? It's like, I really mad. People say to me, you talk so fast all the time, every time. We can't even understand you. Pero ella no sabe que ella es una pendeja maricona. Tú no sabes que siempre tiene algo para decir. Pues yo no quiero decir nada más porque every time I start speaking in Spanish, I don't want to do that. And I'm serious. I am serious. First of all, I don't have this problem back in New York, okay? We got this thing out here called Persians, and they got rugs and stuff. They don't even fly. That's what bugs me out, right? Because I used to read the stories. So now I'm working for this woman, Shirazadeh, right? And she got this kid, and she's spoiled. That's the problem. She's spoiled. She get everything she wants. And then after X amount of years, she's going to decide to have another baby. And I'm babysitting for and she's unbelievable. She got a driver. Like right now, they're driving me here. I got him waiting outside, Mahmoud, right? So Mahmoud is outside. He waiting for me, and he's chilling. Like, he's cool. And he understands what I'm going through because I never had to deal with this before. Did you know that these people, they employ you for 3 months, but they don't want you to get familiar with the house because then you might rob them? But how am I going to rob you when you got cameras all over the house? That's what I'm saying. And why don't you hold your own baby? Like, she got these 2 daughters, right? One is older than the other one, and she looks Latina like me. And the other one, the baby, she don't even look like the other one. So I'm like, who's the father? Everything is a mystery. It's a mystery. She's like, oh, you know, this is something I cannot talk about right now. I cannot talk about right now. That's how she be talking to me, right?
One could say Maria is raising my daughters if they were sharing a delusion with Shirazadeh, thinking they were, in fact, my daughters. But they are not my daughters.
I don't hate her children. They spoiled. It's her. It's her. Back in the barrio, we would get her.
How much do you want to get her?
I got some plans for her. I mean, it's nothing like I would share with you because I don't know if, like, you're a friend of the policeman. I don't know. Everybody's telling me that you're the one to go to.
Well, I just think that the way she's treating you is horrible. It just sounds really horrible. And that I think that you have to maybe do something about that. But I am seeing her as a possible creative solution to dealing with Shirazadeh. People snap, right? All the time, they snap. And maybe she'll snap. Maybe one day she'll be there with Shirazadeh, Julia, Harazadeh, Shmarazadeh, all the Dezays, and just snap.
I got something for her because I have had it with her, okay? I will make that wench crawl on raw rice bare knee. That's what I will do because that's what my mother used to do, and I will do it to her. I will pour that rice down on the ground and make her crawl on her knees. You are really focused on her, so you must be feeling what I'm feeling, right?
You know, I think you might need to take some action.
What kind of action are you suggesting?
I mean, you know, there's a lot of stories of bosses treating their employees terribly.
Like in subservience.
Yeah, like subservience. And she is causing you
It's
anxiety.
unbelievable.
She is causing you depression. She is causing you anger. This woman is in very subtle and sadistic ways.
You act like you know who she is. I mean, the way you're talking about her, that's what I was thinking, but I can't express myself fully because since I came out here, I have to try to maintain, so I have to hold back.
What are you thinking of doing? What do you have in mind?
What I got in mind ain't even on this earth.
On what earth is it?
It's from another world. It's from another world, something you don't even want to know about. It's called brujeria.
Brujeria.
See,
Does it work?
Every time.
It's like voodoo stuff, right?
We don't call it voodoo.
I
We're
mean, can you
sophisticated.
destroy or hurt this woman without actually confronting her physically?
Oh my God. This is her. Hello? Julia. Hello. Hi, Harris. I'm sorry, Julia.
Very bored.
No, I'm coming home now.
Come now.
Mama, I'm coming home now. I don't know where your mommy is. Who's with you?
I'm with Mahmoud in limousine.
You in a car with Mahmoud? She dropped you off?
Maria.
Don't worry, baby. I'm coming, okay? That's where your mommy go. All right. Bye, baby.
All right, well, listen, Maria, we're out of time.
Excuse me. I have to do this. I don't know why.
We're out of time this week.
I
but,
have to go because she done dropped the child off. But you know
well,
what?
why
The
don't
next
we-
time I come back, I'll explain it to you better.
Okay.
Okay? Because let me tell you something. Bastante es bastante. Enough is enough. It's just too much right now. And I'm glad Miss Roxanne took me here. You know what she told me? She said, you for reals. There's something about Dr. James. He's a gringo, right? But like, there's something about him that's kind of like hot. Like, I mean, listen, let me tell you something. I wouldn't shut the door in his face. That's all I'm saying. After all I've been through, honey, he would be a breath of fresh air.
So Maria is simply working for lunatics and knows that she's working for lunatics and has come to see me because the lunatics are triggering her enormous anger problem. And she knows that she's this close to snapping. And I know that she's this close to snapping. And all we need is for her to snap and maybe everyone's a winner. That's right. The funniest stuff happens during the breaks. Sorry, everybody. But that's when the funny stuff happens. If only we can shoot what happens during the breaks. So why don't you tell us what's so funny, Sunda, so the folks watching at home and I can all laugh.
We weren't talking about you. Is that okay? No, what happened was I never saw the makeup artist laugh like that before, and it was like a good laugh. It's like a hearty laugh. And
that's
Joanne,
nice.
thank you for making us beautiful. And now I look like the
Thank you.
Joker. And so, because Adam was
fine,
holding
because
up
before-
a chair,
yeah.
and I said, what do you got, a lion in the corner?
Like it was like, ah!
Call the doctor.
He was just here. Get him back. It's a cut. Those rings, what the heck is it? What is this?
They're made out of diamonds.
Ah! Can I tell you something? I know you don't watch the show, but I watch the show. I feel like I'm with the out fab guy now. Seriously, who's making fun of you. All right, well, that's what I feel like, right? It's not Sunda, it's Matthew.
Oh, God.
Okay, yes.
It's good to laugh, though.
It is, so it is.
The makeup artist is going to give me a nap.
But you know what?
Joanne, come on stage.
We're supposed to make
I
them
know.
laugh.
Right, we're going to make you laugh in a minute.
Okay, everybody,
Is
you know
there
what?
a lion in the corner, Joanne?
You know-
Thank you.
When Sunda's having a laughing fit, this is a good time for everybody at home. Just take a minute, get yourself something to drink.
And go on the Beyonce halftime break.
Don't forget, for this year's James and Sunda's big game, we've got Beyonce, Pope Beyonce the First, doing our halftime
Yes,
show.
Pope Beyonce.
Pope Beyonce.
That's going to be her son's name.
Yeah.
We named him the Pope because, you know.
There ain't no more Pope.
Ain't no Pope,
So we figured
so
now
we
we had the
figured now we got
name,
the
yeah.
Pope.
Pope Carter. Pope Carter.
Pope Carter.
Pope Carter the First.
These celebrities are just too crazy. I'm glad I'm not one. Here's what I'm saying, Kim
Yes.
Kardashian. You got to do something, really. I mean, I don't know.
About what?
Why couldn't she get pregnant by a Kennedy? Okay, Why-
That's what we need.
I mean, really.
JFK. He could have been a J.
We would have been a JF
Still could have been,
Kardashian,
yeah.
right? That's what she would.
John F. Kardashian.
I'm just so done with people who are so interested
done with
in
them.
the Kardashians.
Done with those interested in the
The mom, she's crazy. She started putting pictures on Facebook of when she was pregnant with these kids. What was that, 50 years ago? 'Cause they take 10 years off their age.
A narcissistic quality to them, you know, an exhibitionist quality to them, and that's what they do.
The girl has very pretty face.
Who?
Kim has a pretty face.
Really?
Yeah,
You think
they're
so?
cute girls, I'm sure. But there's something wrong with them. I'm not
It's
that
not for
mother.
me. It's not for me.
Dude, that's a lot
That
to
is not
follow.
for
Let me
me.
tell
oh
you.
my God, seriously, that's a lot to
When
follow.
someone says put a ring on it, boy, you can't even put a hula hoop
Can't
on
put
that.
a belt on it.
I'm wearing my daughter's belt. She'll be so mad if she sees it.
I'm impressed.
Uncle James told me to wear it. Here's
Don't
what it is.
tell me how it ends, Aviva.
Right. This is what he does. He teases my kids constantly. He teases them about books they read, and he writes notes and leaves it there. And he says, "Don't tell me how it ends," because
They're reading books that they know I've read, so and the movies I've seen that have been made from the book. So I'm constantly telling Aviva not. She laughs. Your children are the only ones in your house that find me funny. Okay.
well, you know something
Just
on the
wanna say
same
that.
level. What I was going to say,
That's right. I
but when
appeal
she
to
laughs,
kids.
oh
The
my God,
children love me.
when they laugh, they are so loud. It's not ladylike, and
They
I
sound
teach
like
them.
old church-going black women.
They do. They do. Well, they got.
Seriously, when I do my comedy for Sunda's kids, it's like a Def Jam show. They fall off the floor, they're out of their seat, they're slapping their legs, they're just they're like, get my napkin, man. It's like wiping the sweat off. I crack those kids up, Tova and Aviva. God, I wish I could bring them to the shows.
I wish you could
And I
too.
crack you up.
James, you are not making me laugh the way lately.
I
Not
always
lately.
make you laugh.
Not
This
lately.
is outrageous.
No, but when you trip, it's
I
funny.
crack you up. Trip, you're the one who's always falling.
I mean, James, when you trip, you always act so surprised. You go, I just go down.
Yeah, because everyone expects to trip, so they don't act surprised. What do you mean I was? Of course I act surprised. I tripped.
Black women know
You
how
think
to
I was
trip.
like, oh, now I'm gonna trip?
No,
so
black
I'm like
women and
expected?
Latino women know how to trip. We trip. We're like, who dropped that? Somebody put something down there. We blame something like that piece of dust that they missed. I hope the camera doesn't pick it up. I really do. Hello, camera. How are you?
Speaking of camera, you know, I was watching the show.
He's always blocking my face.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
blocking your face. I don't have, my hands aren't big enough. Listen,
For what?
To block most
Listen,
of your
keep
body
your personal
parts.
business to yourself. Hello there.
Hello
Listen,
there.
he's always stealing my lines. It's unbelievable.
Oh, she is always stealing my lines.
The other day, I did a show at Patello's.
The other
night.
The last 10 years, I've done a joke. I've done a joke, and in the joke, I say that my sister married an Arab, and there's no reaction from the audience. So then I go,
Never.
I'm gonna take your weave out, dude. I really am. I'm gonna take out the weave. I'm gonna undo
Did
it.
you pull my...
And I do this joke.
can't-
There's no reaction from the audience,
He can't beat me on camera.
and so I
he
say,
beats me after the show.
"Oh, she beats me during the show and after the show. You're the violent
Oh,
one.
my God.
You're the one to be like, I'll throw this at you."
Listen,
Yeah.
all he says is,
No, wait a minute.
by the time he gets to the punchline, the show's over.
I say, I could be a little faster. I say, I don't know if any of you guys read the papers or watch any
Anybody call,
television.
right? All right, go ahead.
Forget it. Look, here's the thing. I've been watching our show. I know you don't watch the show. We're on Wednesdays.
I watched the show. Here's what he wants to say.
No, this is not what I want to say.
No.
This is not what I want to say.
You said it already.
I said it, and then you asked
Say
me
the
if I got
line
a phone
again.
call. No, it's okay. It's done.
Your feelings
It's
are
done.
hurt.
My feelings aren't hurt.
Because I said
No,
the other
it's
night,
done. It's done. It's done.
Maybe some people read the papers and watch TV, right? He says, I can't say that because he says that.
Okay, it's the same idea. I say that my sister married an Arab.
Is that true?
And the audience doesn't react. She said something the audience didn't react, so she said, obviously you guys don't read the papers or watch any television. It's and she said it with my cadence. She said it with my delivery. She was basically doing my joke on the stage. And then afterwards, when I said to her, you know, you just did my line, she's like, it's not your line. Anybody can say that. And no, Sunda, it's not your line.
Okay. So
And not anyone can say. So I'm going to get up on stage and do the Korean nail salon bit. And I'm going to talk
everybody else
about
does.
I'm going to talk about how I'm a Swedish and black woman and I have a Jewish mother-in-law. That's going to be my new act.
You've done that.
After you've done that, to make fun of you.
Wow. He admitted it on
To show
national
you-
television. See how bad my act is.
We
You know
gotta go.
something? We
We
gotta
gotta
go.
go.
We love you all.
We love you all.
Good night.
Sunda, ladies and gentlemen. Sunda.
James, ladies and gentlemen. What a
Good
good
night.
laugh. You guys were a great audience. You made me laugh.
You guys at home were a great crowd.
Oh, God.